Whenever you say sorry, I always think of Degrassi. Fucking Degrassi, eh? Timmy's. Timmy's. Do you guys like soft or crunchy Chips Ahoy? Oh, I like peanut butter. Soft peanut butter Chips Ahoy. Bam! Right, Crocodile? That's sick. Oh my god. Viva la Mexico! I gotta be in front of that. You can see.
John, excuse me.
Oh my god.
And I mean rougher, huh?
I should do photography as a real job. What are your credentials? Dude, I platinumed it. I got platinum stars in Pokemon Snap. That's my credentials. Can I breathe in this thing? Not that well. It's this. I could just look like I'm... Hey, they call me Jebediah. Gang, gang, gang. There you go. There. You know how you know it's a girl Pikachu? Because it's the tail. Heart means girl. Pikachu, what's going on, bro? Pikachu! Jesus Christ! He just fell! What the hell just happened? You wanna go see girlfriends? Fuck yeah, you do. You wanna go see... How about your girlfriend at Vets? You wanna go see the vet girlfriend? Yeah? Is she there? Is your girlfriend right there? Fuck, where's your vet girlfriend? What about your... Oh? You wanna go see... the groomer girlfriend? Do you wanna go get your nails done? Do you want to go see the dog park girlfriend or the car ride girlfriend? The cookie? What? The guy's gonna sit.
Old leader.
What is going?
Oh, you probably heard of.
What?
Anyway, he more or less lost.
What?
What
the hell? That's so funny.
They left me, and I left them.
That's how it goes.
What is going on? Why is the NPC just chilling, sitting on his lap?
Already had me a woman. Got me a farm. Then I got me more trouble.
Sure.
Been sent to track down the
Oh,
enemies.
no. Zero.
Track 'em,
Holy shit.
kill 'em.
Well, if you don't, someone else will.
This is the funniest thing. This NPC is like, nah, this is my show,
Look at me,
guys.
I spent 25 years killing men.
Oh my god.
Look at me now. Sitting around.
I'm gonna sit on his lap.
Would-be messiah.
Oh my god, CJ.
Relics.
This is amazing.
Come on, have yourself another drink.
Did you hear the air go into my vagina? And then I just was like, yes, we did. I like how she explains it, and that's the best fucking part. And then all of a sudden, it's just like a big old rip. But yeah, she used to be a Disney princess. The next stream, Tootaloos, ciao for now. And remember, guys, peace and love, and be nice to people. Doesn't matter if they're buttholes. Kill them with kindness. Holy shit! Holy shit! Let me over there! Hey, no! 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 What the hell? This is bullshit! I get this thing!
Oh, really?
I want a Machamp, man. Oh! He's back! he's doing squats. Oh, flex it, boy.
Nice.
Flex it. Yeah. It's because I need my bandana, guys. Kneecap wieners, hands and guns,
Dios
hands
mío.
and guns, hands and guns. Kneecap wieners, hands and guns. That's how you win a draw. That's how. That's it. That's the one. That's the song. Is it? Oh my goodness! It's Navy. It's so cute. Oh shit! This is beautiful. This is so cute. Wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Oh my god, this is so cute. What are you doing? Oh, are they gonna battle? Here, battle. Oh my god, it's flying! It's flying! I'm so confused what I have to do. I hope I'm taking good pictures. What? That looks like a Pokemon. Everything looks like a Pikachu. You know how you know it's a girl Pikachu? Because it's the tail. Heart means girl. Pikachu, what's going on, bro? Pikachu! Jesus Christ! He just fell! What the hell just happened? She can queef on demand. Oh my god, it's Tuesday night! The Queef Queen! That's fucking hilarious. Alright, I'm gonna skip this one. Because I don't want to watch that cutscene. I don't even know when she streams anymore because she is so in real life in demand now that I Queen Le
And now, our feature presentation.
What is going on? How are you doing today, this beautiful Thursday? I'm not gonna lie, I'm bouncing, I'm vibing. I've been up since 6. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I just want to say, love y'all. Y'all are sick. You guys are doing a lot of stuff offline, and it's amazing. YouTube is growing very quickly. I'm getting new subscribers daily, which is new to me, and I think it's amazing, and I just want to say thank you. Today on the docket, we're going to be taking more Pokemon photos. Why? Because I feel like, yeah, boy. Why? Because Red Dead is coming to a close end. We're going to be finishing Red Dead in the next couple streams. And I'm trying to do a smoother transition by adding a new game in the mix so that the vibe kind of stays similar. So there's a method to my madness, and that's what we're doing. Yeah. So a bunch of new commands are here. Is that your hooligan hoodie? No, it's my. I'm sick of it. peace. It's my sick of it hoodie. Appreciate ya asking. I don't even know what a hooligan hoodie is. I don't know if I would want it. Is it a car thing? I don't know. A bunch of new chat commands. Let's do chat command schedule. Which is exclamation mark schedule for people who don't know. It shows when I stream. We also have exclamation mark goals, exclamation mark unlurk. I need to make something a little bit funnier than now I'm just twerking. So if you start lurking, oh heck yeah, look at it. It pops up, dude. It pops up, dude. Who would have guessed? Heck yeah, dog. These are the goals I want to work towards. This month, next month, you know, unlurk. Yeah, no, you're just twerking. You know, when you lurk, you're lurking and twerking, and you're just twerking. And that, like, the visualization is just amazing. Welcome to the stream, by the way, everybody. Travis and Chimichurro. Everybody. Untwerk. Untwerking. No, because the people would think, be like, wait, I gotta twerk now? Okay. You know, Blue. Oh, I'm growing a mustache for my Halloween costume. I'm gonna be Ned Flanders. I'm announcing it here. I'm announcing it now. I will tweet it out. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll tweet it out so that you guys can hold me accountable. But I'm gonna be Ned Flanders. Flanders. That's not right. That's mean. So we gotta start growing this little caterpillar. I don't care who doesn't like it in real life. They're gonna. I'm gonna. You're right. I'm gonna do stupid, sexy Flanders. I did think I had another chat command. I think I did. I know I did more than just the 3, but let me just double check which ones I did. I know I did exclamation mark YouTube. That's there. But it doesn't show the new channels yet because I'm lazy. Oh my dear lordy. I can't remember. Yeah, you have to use your left hand. I know, that's gonna be the worst. Try, like, how can you shift a car? Like, that's gonna be the hardest. It's gonna be so hard. I'm gonna open up my own leftorium. You guys don't get it. Watch The Simpsons. Watch it. You'll understand that reference. All you Gen Z's or XYs or boomers even don't understand that reference. Watch The Simpsons. Watch The Simpsons. Watch The Simpsons. Hey, you right there staring at me. Watch The Simpsons. It feels like someone else is doing it. Oh, whoa! All right, let's jump right into some Pokemon Snap, because I'm done with my like little things, my intro. What else? Oh, I totally forgot that. It's gonna be loud. I gotta explain why I wasn't able to stream on Tuesday and Saturday. I missed 2 streams. Holy fudge, man. Killing it. Jesus Christ. Saturday, I was at my grandma's house. So, there is no Wi-Fi there because she is off-grid and crazy. And we had barbecue. I should have took pictures, but it was too late. I got there at like 6 o'clock. And then Tuesday, is today Tuesday? No, today's Thursday, right? Yeah, the 9th is a Thursday? I hope so. Either way, we're here now. Tuesday was just weird. I think I was having like a mental breakdown day. Let's call it that. Let's call it a mental breakdown day. Oh, new channel points. I think. Right? There is. Mouth cam. Don't use it yet. It's only for in-game. Don't do it yet. Your grandma has Wi-Fi. Watch her. Shut up, man. I don't want to tell people she streams. You watch her Sunday streams. How fucking hilarious would that be? Nan, here's the deal. You need to start streaming on Sundays only. You know what she could do? And I bet you people would fucking watch. I can set her up on Twitch and she can like crochet a blanket and just talk to people. And people probably would watch the fuck out of that. She's gonna be my cash cow. Don't tell her. But actually tell her. I think this is gonna take off, guys. Who needs a dog when you have a grandma that can knit stuff? Right? Okay. Let's play some Pokemon. Hell yeah. Aw, damn it. I guess where we left off is we reset the game because it was halfway beaten already. So now we're actually gonna play it normally, which I'm excited because it's gonna be good. You know what she does? She just says positive things to you. Oh no, now we're in the mouth cam. Yeah, this is what happens. You son of a bitch. And asks me if I ate. She just, why aren't you eating enough? Why aren't you eating enough? You should be eating more. Oh. Alright, let's do one.
Whoa.
Oh. How about you back the frick down? Oh look, we only need a couple points for this one. Wait, we're in game? Yeah, did you guys not know that I put a camera in my mouth? This is what it is, it's mouth cam. Yeah. So like, what food does my grandma make when I visit? Oh damn, dude, that's a good question. She knows. Oh my god. Hold up. Pause. Oh god. Them damn Alexes. My grandma. There you go. You guys are. We'll go back to the mouth cam in a second. My grandma likes to make me strawberry cheesecake. That's her shit. That's her jam. That's the jam, man. Mouth cam. Boom. Back to mouth cam. Alright, let's try to get pictures that we didn't get before. Like this bitch. What up, dudes? Oh, I got apples now. I can throw apples at these bitches. Legit, yeah. What else? She really likes making pastas too, which I'm totally into. And I'm like, it's alright. It's alright. This is such a weird angle now, don't you think? The perfection. Oh, Bidoof! What up, dude? You're dead. Oh my god. Pokemon Voliere. Voliere. Look at this guy. He's so cute. Yo, eat. Oh, I'm gonna make him eat. He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. He's gonna eat. Get him. Get the tree out of the way. Get the tree out of the way. Oh! Oh! Beautiful pictures! You see that? You know I'm good. Okay. Oh, hey, what's up, guys? Oh, look, a crystal. I know there's a Psyduck. Didn't we hit a Psyduck before? Oh, yeah, that was different. Somebody. He's gonna eat. Hell yeah. Got him to eat, guys. The best is try to get them to eat. Yo, that's a good one. hit the Swanana. I like Swanana na na na. What's that Akon song? I wanna get na 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 na. But it's a Swanana na na. You're like the Michelangelo of Pokemon photography. What? That's good. Thank you. Bidoof, you're cute and cuters. Look how happy he looked. Bitch. Oh. Hit the Magikarp. Damn it. Hit the Magikarp. Got him. I wish I was the Michelangelo of catching Pokemon. What up, dude? This makes me kind of want to like play normal Pokemon. Like, Pokemon Sword or Shield or something. Oh, Jesus. But I'm not a Pokemon channel. Not yet. Only Pokemon Snap, guys. Hey, can I get the good photo of you? No? Okay. Whoa! Hello? Can I just say that's the beautifulest? We should do a battle. You should do a battle. But I agree. Get the apple! What up, girlfriend? Hello? Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I ate some beef jerky today, and it is not sitting well in my stomach. I had bacon beef jerky. Not a good idea. Oh. I battle my inner demons daily. Daily. I daily am battling my end. This one's the best. I think I'm gonna get it. That's really good. Look at that one. Perfect. None of them are good. Oh, that's good though. Oh. Oh. You can really see that I'm starting to grow a mustache on this screen. Alright, what about my Wurmple? Shit, dude. Oh, that's gonna kill it. This is gonna kill it. I'll win. What about my duck? Yo, that other one's really good though. What about my Sawana? No. Nope. Alright, that's it. Evaluate my photos. My dog is on my feet.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's go. Okay. What do you think? Platinum?
Nice work.
Shit. Oh! Oh! Look at them scores, boys! Killed it. We freaking killed it. That Bidoof shot. Damn, son. Damn, son. That's a good photo. Jesus. Alright. Alright, let's see. Let me see. The hooligan hoodie is what you wear when you're a hood rat stuff with your friends. Oh.
Perfect timing.
Oh. Yo, I killed this one too. Oh my god, I got a new record. New record. Yo, keep that guy. No, this is just a regular hoodie, man. Slash, I need to be comfy. I want to feel comfortable today. New. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is not good. Oh, still got 3,000. Do you have many hoodies like this? Hooligan hoodies? Alright. Florgeese. Florgeese.
Great.
Florgeese. Florgeese. Oh shit. Oh, this is a good one. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. You know, that's how you really take a picture. Snap, snap. I'm just sitting here like this. Snap, snap. Why did I pick up a controller, not my phone? Oh, look at it. I got 2 different colors. Hell yeah. I do, but it's not cold enough. Is it cold already? Yeah, it's cold. It's too cold for me. Oh no, now we're in the mouth again. Oh, level 2. 3!
Fantastic.
Fantastic. We're in level 3. Oh, what did we get? Mouth cam is dope, isn't it? There is a time limit. I'm pretty sure it should pop back after like a minute and a half. I think. Lentil regions. Let's see if we got a new region. Nom nom nom. Well, so like, I have good gums. Yo, what's up, party people? Hello, we're in mouth view. You're probably like, what the fuck is going on? There's a new channel point called mouth mode. I think is what it's called. Mouth cam, not mouth mode. It would be cool if it was mouth mode. Back to normal. It does. It takes like 2 minutes, I think. Okay, I guess we have to do like this 100 million times and catch different Pokemon. How was your having your folks over? The folks were over. Oh my god. No, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done. We just this is a lazier game, and I don't have to really think a lot. And we're transitioning into different games, so I'm just trying. Oh my god. Hello.
Good luck.
Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, he ran with the bitch. We're transitioning, you know, because we have to. Because Red Dead Redemption is going to be done in the next couple streams, and I just want to make sure that people like realize that. Oh, what are you doing? You son of a bitch! And yeah, it's good. It's good. It's nice having your place back to yourself. I feel that. Eat an apple, you son of a bitch. Okay, don't then. Oh my god, it's the Murkrows. It's the crows. What's up, dude? Whoa. Hey, what's up? This is me on a bad hair day. This is me on a good hair day. Ready? Jesus Christ, that's scary. Take a picture. I took it. Took a picture of it. Oh my god, it's Pinsir! Oh fuck yeah, bitch! That was amazing. That's good. I'm glad that it was fun, it was exciting, and now you get your house back. And it must be fantastic. Hello? Must be fantastical. Hey buddy, where you going? Yo, that's a good picture. I told you. I told you I'm a good photographer. What the fuck are you doing, man? Just running. Hey. Bitch. I'd like to just call them bitches, I guess. Oh, Bidoo's sleeping. They're so cute. Didn't miss a whole lot. No, you haven't. Hello. This is my good hair day. Hello. Pichu and Grookey. Oh my god, they're sleeping. It's so adorable. Fuck yeah. Oh hey, what's up, dude? This is Chimichurro right here. You're my hoot hoot. Hello? Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing here, Buckaroo? Get away from me. Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! Uh-oh. I think I glitched it. Oh, no. We're still going. Hey, it's me. It's me, Mario. Oh man, what is going on here? Got her. Dang, dude. There's a lot of bees. Hey, what's up? Torterra! What would be the worst Pokemon to be real? Haunter and Ghastly and Gengar. Because they're what the fuck is going on, guys? Because they're... Oh, this is so cute. This is the cutest. He's having the funnest. They would be scary as shit, Ducky. Not gonna lie. Also growing a mustache. That's what you missed too. We're growing a mustache because I'm gonna be Ned Flanders for Halloween. Hell yeah. Oakley dokley. Ding ding. Whoa, look at them all. Dang. Oh, that's a good one. Oh. I think that's gonna be the best. Oh yeah, dang. Dang Murkrows, bro. Let's do that one. Oh shit. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Why is that being weird? Thank you, Cavs. Get subscribed. Get subscribed, everybody. What the heck? Well, how is that being like that? This is so sick. Thank you. It's time for resub. It is. It is. I'm just kidding. Nice. Nice. I was trying to fix my thing. I guess it was weird. There, now it makes sense. Huzzah. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're making the dream. Go to ! goals and you can see what the goals are for this upcomingness. Taking pictures of Pokemon is basically all of them. No, I'm kidding, they're not. I got it. And I keep burping up bacon. Why? Why though? Thank you though. 3 months. So what do you get the cool unlark? Ding dong. You had to have it all one word. You silly goose. You silly goose. Oh, you did it so that she didn't see it. No. I get the new fancy badge. Oh, you get the pug in the fish. You get the fish pug. Yeah, fish pug is the best. Right, I think that's it. Hell yeah. It's the fish one. Upgraded from the burger to the fish. Yes. Just wait. It's Thor in a fish suit? Yes, it is. We found a place that can make dogs custom. Holy cow, I did so good on that one. They can make dogs do... Oh my god, you can make custom, like, costumes for your dog. So I want to get him... You can make custom dogs. Yeah. No. Silly gooses? You silly gooses? No, you can make custom costumes for your dog. And I was like, how about we make a custom like suit and tie, and then we can have him go as Frank from Men in Black for Halloween, and I'll be Ned Flanders. And I was like, it makes so much sense.
Nice work.
It works. It will work so well. Oh, I like the idea. Yeah. I think him being Frank as... It just is funny because he's a pug. That's the only reason why it's funny. Also, I watched Men in Black recently, and Frank's pug teeth are bad. like real bad. Yeah, you do. You do. It's this place that's I was like, oh my god, it's so funny. The designer or the maker of the costume has to meet your dog, and then she'll do the measurements.
Nice work.
And I'm like, oh, they're so like sophisticated. He's like the Barney Swanson of modern day pugs. A crystal. We did it. Oh yeah, this is like the tutorial level. Still. Oh shit, level 2, baby! I bet the Pokemon in the area are getting more comfortable with you. They better be. What did you miss while you were out? Well, we did a Pokemon stream, and then I missed 2 streams. So, legitness. You missed the legitnesses. My Nan is gonna stream. We made an announcement. Oh, and exclamation mark goals has been set. We have a new channel point, which is mouth cam. Heck yeah. Goals for September. Oh shit. Oh my god, it's Eevee.
You can do it. Just
Yeah, we can do it. We're gonna do a cooking stream and in real life stream. It's gonna be fantastic. Oh my god, it's the guy from the first one!
Now then.
I think someone's home. My dogs are going crazy, man. I know these are all goals that I'm gonna be working on, so it's good to have ambitions. Your Nan already streamed. She's got my Nan does have 120k subs. She's like the 3rd most subbed person on Twitch.
Hi.
And all she does is do wholesome stuff.
So?
You know? She just does pie baking and crocheting and what's that other stuff that Nans do? Wait, seriously? No. Only on Sundays. She only streams Sundays. My cousin, this is real though. My cousin decided he wants to start a YouTube channel and a church stream. She probably would do that. It's like Sunday church with Nan, but then it's just her like cooking pies and crocheting. Yeah. And then playing Skyrim. Yeah. I'd watch. Yeah. Just those 3 things. That's her niche. I'd watch too. Oh.
Okay.
I keep getting asked in my little like community if I'm gonna switch to YouTube. And I'm gonna say right meow, no. That's my life. Minus the church and minus the baking. Just the crocheting. And the gaming. Yes. Same Zeus. Not really the crocheting. I'm like,
Wow, you've really got an eye
who's
for
this little blonde kid? Is that me?
Huh?
back off, kid. Get your own mentor.
Get your own sandwich. Whoa. Your Nan usually plays Dark Souls 3. Doing it blindfold. Yeah, she does. So my Nan plays Dark Souls 3 blindfolded with a piano as a controller.
Okay now.
She's that talented. While playing Bohemian Rhapsody and then switching it to Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Halfway through. And then Freebird on the piano. How fucking dope would that be? Yeah. And then
Well,
Live and Let Die by Wings, aka Paul McCartney. and she'll just be like doo 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 doo.
Yep.
Yep. You got it.
Awesome!
Yep.
However,
Oh, I got a badge.
And,
Alright, so I think we're done the tutorial after this cutscene, and now we're gonna be able to actually take some good pictures.
Okay. Now that you're all here, we can get started. Listen up, team. I'm going to give you
Huh.
a breakdown of the survey.
Whoa. There's another island, bro. God, yes.
Now then,
Well, we're just on a camp, eh? Oh. So I've been wait, what are you playing on? A Switch? I am playing on the Switch. It's a green Switch. Pokemon Snap is only for the Switch unless you jailbroken your computer and have a Switch emulator. I don't even know if that's a thing yet. You know what? I was gonna do just like a easy day where I just played like some Mario games, like Mario sports games. Last week, and then I was like, oh fuck, you know what? Let's actually play Pokemon Snap. I haven't played it yet, and we started playing it, and it was like already beaten. And I was like, I don't know how to do the progress. So how do we do that? And it took like an hour before we were able to delete the progress, and now we play this. She has a channel point where she my nan bench presses the bar like a drinking bar. Dang, dude.
anyway,
Also, we have tons of clips from the last stream. He's hot. He's a sexy professor. And they are coming on. They're going on YouTube. They're on YouTube. What's up, cuties? Oh, John Herps. Hello. Hello, Drums TV. All the clips are still going on YouTube's. Now, we have new areas.
thanks.
Bonjour. Beaucoup aimé. Comment ça va, eh? None of that was French in any sort of way. Guys. I can't speak French. Who am I kidding? Who am I kidding? Do all could no. We have to learn it until grade 9. And then after grade 9, it is forgotten. For some of us. Like myself. Like myself. But then we smoke weed and forget. That's true. Fun fact, and poutines. Oh yeah, poutines, eh? Yeah, poutines. What the hell? When I was delivering today, I get to walk in people's like front of their like houses, which they have some gardens and stuff, which is nice.
Keep your eyes peeled and your camera ready for Pokemon.
Which is great, right? Oh my god, he said we said Apom. I'm not gonna take any pictures because I don't know where anything is. So in this person's garden was freaking weed plants, and I was like, okay, that's cool. You did, and I'm proud of you.
awesome!
What? Oh my god, it's a butterfly. It's beautiful. Oh my god. Hey, bitch. Hey. Get out of the way. My memory will come back eventually. Oh, okay. Wow. I hope. You gotta clean your ears. You clean your ears, then you won't get dementia. That's legit. So, because people get dementia, I'll take a picture of you because I don't. What the frick? Huh? Wow! It's an Arbok. Hey, bitch, come to me. I just keep calling them bitches. This is me as a Pokemon. Oh shit! He's huge! But a big thing that causes dementia is the fact that your brain doesn't hear. But your brain doesn't... Oh my god, that's a good picture. Damn, I missed it. Your, the neurons and stuff. All these Pokemon eat apples? Yeah, kind of. Oh, that's a good one, too. So, because the earwax buildup kind of starts muffling yourself. What the hell? Some of your, like... your brainial patterns. Whatever it is, I think. Oh my god, it's a Magikarp!
Oh, really?
Yeah, really. Just stop working because it doesn't need to work because you like your body's just like, oh, I don't use that anymore. And then that's how people start forgetting things like sounds and stuff. And like everything. And that's how like early on stage dementia happened. I am not even wrong. What is my favorite Pokemon game? Pokemon Stadium number 2. Number 1 is a very close first. But number 2 is my favorite. Which in turn, I really like Pokemon Red and Blue and Yellow. What's up? A Liepard. Oh, another Liepard. What's up, dude? What are you doing, man? What is your favorite Pokemon a game is? Are you gonna jump? He jumped! He's drowning! He's drowning, everybody! He took his own life. Oh, Red and Blue were great. Yellow was the dopiest. Hell yeah, it was. You can get all of the Pokemons. The first Pokemon snacks. Howdy, everyone. Howdy, Ratty. Ratty, I just want to say you now have a theme with your exclamation marks of your lurks. And now there is a new channel command for you. Because you know. If you know, you know, right? Right. But yeah. Oh. This is the first time we went. Oh my god, I can't see. It's so bright. It's so bright.
Hello.
Hello. It is the unlurking one. It just says that you're now just twerking. Yeah. That's it. No longer lurking. Not just twerking. I think I'm gonna change it up. I just wanted it so that it was there for now. I'm doing very good. I have a slacking. Oh, a 3-star! Suck it! Killing the Pokemon game right now. A Charbok. Man, all these were new. That's a 4-star one. I'm not gonna get good stuff on it. What? Sure. Okay. Yes, totally can see. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. We also have, if you put exclamation mark schedule, so that we can show people when they newly come in. If everyone's like, hey, what's your schedule? And then be like, hey, man, or lady, or they, or them. Exclamation mark schedule. And then be like, oh, cool. And if you really want to, come hang out anytime. Hit, you know, exclamation mark goals. Doing big things now. And then exclamation mark YouTube. Exclamation mark TikTok. Exclamation mark Twitter. We need to. I need to get 5 million everythings. No, big appreciation. If you guys go to the YouTube, you guys know what it is. I dig the commands. Appreciate everyone. Heck yes. God dang, we're gonna do a cooking stream, and it's gonna be great because it is flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese. Heck yeah. We're gonna cook flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese and eat the one fire chip challenge thing in one sitting. We're gonna cook, we're gonna chow, and then we're gonna eat. And it's probably gonna get done on a Saturday stream because then I don't have to work and I can take medication if I die. Cause you know I'm an elder and I need to get like I need to drink Pepto-Bismol. You know?
Nice work.
Bro, your stomach's gonna be fucked. I die. The fire challenge. We're doing a spicy day. I was thinking about like trying to find a bunch of different spicy foods and we're gonna do taste test. But the flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese, extra flaming hot. Yo, that's a good photo. That's me. That's me after the flaming hot Cheetos. That's me. That's me after, like 10 minutes after I eat 3 spoonfuls of flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese. And then eat the chip. This is me trying to eat the chip. Oh my god. I better get solid stars on that one. Damn it. Ah, just bullshit. This bullshit one. That's funny. Take your last breath before you say, I know. You're just like, and then flame on. I'll be part of the Fantastic Four. No problem. No cap.
A new discovery.
New discovery.
Nice work.
Nice work. Why isn't this? Oh. Now. What's everyone's favorite Pokemon? I want to know now. Mine's Tyranitar. Oh, look at that. That's a menacing photo. This better be good.
Nice work.
500, 900, 900, 900. Oh, we killed it! We didn't do that well. It should have been a 4 place there. That's at least.
A new discovery.
Alright.
Great timing.
Great timing. Lugia. Oh, yes, we said Lugia last time. Lugia, the ocean protector. Can I say the jams in this are freaking great?
A new discovery.
The new discovery. Yo, I should do a Flamin' Hot Cheetos milkshake. What's your favorite game in the series? Pokemon Red, Blue, or Yellow? Nailed it. Easy.
Nice work.
I'm a very I really do like Sun and Moon, and I do like Sword and Shield as well. Omega Ruby is pretty dope, not gonna lie. I've played them all. I like Black and White too. Dang. Black and White, I found a Game Shark, so that was sick. The Lentil Research Team, as big as possible. Yeah, milkshake. Could you imagine? You know, I think I'm allergic to McDonald's milkshakes. It made me die. I think I am. I think I'm allergic to McDonald's milkshakes, especially the strawberry one. The strawberry one, and really, it sits in my stomach like a brick, and then it does not move out of my stomach for millions of years, and then I just die. I've been dead, and it's my vice. I need to drink a milkshake.
Oh yeah.
Really? I have to do it again. Let's try this one. I've missed like quite a few in this year. Played Diamond Pearl. Oh, hell yeah. Ah, you should. I think. So my brother, Useless Tech, is going to get... He likes Pearl over Diamond, so I'm going to get Diamond. And so we did that with Sword and Shield. What's up, dudes? Oh my god, this is so cute. You guys are amazing. Good job. Good photos. Whoa, we did the big flip. So I haven't played Diamond Pearl also, which is it's gonna be nice because it's gonna be like a new experience to like the remake. I know it's like one, like it's pretty sweet though, because it's Bidoof, what are you doing, bro? Come on, man. Get you. Whoa, he's in the daytime. What the frickola? Wormpull. Yeah. So I'm excited because like I challenged him last time on Sword and Shield, and I ended up finishing all my Pokedex and like getting all of like the legendaries that you can. Bidoof, bro. Whoa! Heracross. What up, dude? Whoa! He's pissed! He's pissed! He's pissed! He's so mad! He's not. He's eating apples. Whoa, Pidgeotto, man. Yo, that's sick. Get out of the way. There's a good Pidgeotto photo. What up, bitch? Oh, he's... Okay, bye. Okay, bye. What? Oh my god, are you shitting me? I can go on the Bidoof bridge? That's sick. Guys, come on, man. Bidoof bridge.
Looks like that Bidoof jam is finished.
What's the Heracross doing over there?
Pass right over.
Yo, that's a genius. Flaming hot. Oh no. It's gotta get started. Pidgeotto! You bastard! What the hell? This Pidgeotto is coming out of nowhere. Wake up! Holy shit. Ah, that's a good one. Flaming hot Cheetos. Oh, hello, Thor. Hello. Oh, shit. Get out of the way. Tallow. It's nothing like Pokemon. We could play Pokemon Unite. That's fun. Negative. Grookey. Wait, there's something else? What is this? It's a Pichu, dum-dum. Oh, it's blue. Hello.
It's time.
Oh my god, they're so cute. Pichu. Hello. Are you gonna eat? Holy shit, he's eating! He's eating! Oh man, it's another one. This is me on the Monday morning. I know, Pichu with that flower headband. I got a good picture, hopefully. Sometimes it's just, yeah, I get handled. Oh no. See, it's like League of Legends. Right? I'm pretty sure. My brother made me download it. I'm really good at Ninetales. That's it. I just know that. And he's like, I'm Talonflame, and here's the best. I was like, chill. Chill, man. Okay. Magikarp. That's a 4-star. Holy frickola. 2-star. Oh, yeah. We got it. I feel like every time... Oh, I'm taking pitches. You gotta kind of be... What was that really good Roki one? Roki. Oh. I get down with Venusaur. Oh, hell yeah. Venusaur is hard to use. I think, but I'm not good at the game. Okay, I guess that's it. I guess we'll see where we go from there.
Now then.
I feel like I have to do the levels like 100 times, and that's gonna like kill me on the inside. I don't have the patience / attention span. Why is it taking forever? I have attention span to do that kind of stuff. Here's one for your Pokedex. Alright. Oh shit. You got sheesh. Doing a challenge run or a randomizer. A Nuzlocke? Only shinies from a community? Jesus. Request complete. Maybe. I would do... If I would, I'd do like all bug Pokemon.
Nice work.
Yo, this is a cute ass photo. This is a cute ass photo. Oh shit, it's doing well. Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close to getting a 4. A 4-star 4,000 diamond. Nuzlocke, Iron Man, something like that. Yeah, I've thought about it.
Nice work.
I just don't know. I feel like I would make too many rules. An Iron Man. Oh shit. I definitely would make way too many rules for myself. I'd be like, you can only use base attacks. Nothing, no shinies. If you see a shiny, you're not allowed to catch it. And then I'll be like, no. I've only encountered 2 shinies in real life. In my whole entire existence of playing. Holy macaroni. I look tired today. This is me looking tired. Jesus. Oh my god, why can't I go back? There it is. Okay. Yeah, you know why? Because I was up at 6. I was up at 6 o'clock. I started my day. Started my day at 6 o'clock. But Pokemon Go? Oh, I found a shiny Abra in Pokemon Go. Not to flex. I need to capture that shot of that flying cherry. Alright. Catch it. Bam! Oh, it's a Bond Suite. I like Pokemons. Hey, did you guys see the new, Tonight is the kickoff of football. So excited. I was just gonna say, did you see that the football is starting and that Steve from Blue's Clues talked to us? Sent us a video. I'm a true American. I love my some foosball. Foosballs is not for the devils for you. Oh shit, that's just so cute. Did you see Steve's message, guys? Or am I the only one? Fuck. Get out of the way. Oh, you son of a bitch, I missed it. Yo, that's like a photo right there. You didn't see Steve's? What was it? It was him. He was like, hey, by the way, I know I left you guys so abruptly. I'll find it and we'll play it again. I'll play it. I'll do it. I'm looking for it now, actually. Let's look for Steve. I saw memes, but no video. I'll find it. It's a tearjerker. It's a tearjerker, you know what I mean? Steve Blue's Clues video. There it is. If this is legit, I'm gonna be pissed. This better not be. This better not be stupid. It's an ad.
I guess I just wanted to say that
No, I need the real one. This isn't real. Hold on, I'm gonna find it.
hi.
Oh, it was on Nick Jr. Okay, ready? Are you guys ready to have your heartstrings? Are you ready? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn Pokemon down for a second. Because this is loud as shit. Pokemon, come here. There we go. This is gonna tug on your heartstrings for people who really like the Blue's Clues.
You got a second? Okay. You remember how when we were younger we used to run around and hang out with Blue and find clues and talk to Mr. Salt, freak out about the mail and do all the fun stuff, and then
Fucking
one
ad.
day I was like, oh hey, guess what? Big news. I'm leaving. This is my brother Joe. He's your new best friend. And then I got on a bus and I left. And we didn't see each other for like a really long time. Can we just talk about that? Great. Because I realized that was kind of abrupt. I just kind of got up and went to college. And that was really challenging, by the way, but great because I got to use my mind and take a step at a time. And now I literally am doing many of the things that I wanted to do. And then look at you, and look at all you have done, and all you have accomplished in
He
all that
does,
time.
just glasses.
And it's just so amazing, right? I mean, we started out with clues, and now it's what? Student loans, and jobs, and families, and some of it has been kind of hard. You know? I know you know. And I wanted to tell you that I really couldn't have done all of that without your help. And in fact, all the help that you helped me with when we were younger is still helping me today, right now. And that's super cool. I guess I just wanted to say that after all these years, I never forgot you. Ever. And I'm super glad we're still friends. Thanks for listening. You look great, by the way.
Fuck yeah, I do,
Whatever it is
Steve!
you're doing, it's working.
Fuck yes! Fuck yeah,
Hello,
dude!
I'm Mark Brown. Get more great ABC7 content by clicking the subscribe
You
button
son
for
of
our
a bitch
YouTube
have an
channel.
ad in my fucking stream. I thought he got into drugs and that's why he went to college. I don't know. I don't know the whole situation. I like molested a kid. I think that was Barney. I don't think it was. I don't think it was Steve from Blue's Clues. I just like how he's talking to us kids. Like, we've been here all along, and he's like, you know, I haven't. Sorry, guys, I fucked up. But that was nice. Isn't that nice? It was so nice. It's one of those things you're like, fuck, dude. Fuck, dude. As a 7-year-old kid who never watched Blue's Clues, sorry guys, I lived my best life. I went to college. As a 7-year-old kid, I was pissed. I was pissed at him. I'm just kidding. My brothers are pissed off. I mean, peace out to the Notebook and Mail Time. I know. He just was like, I'm outie, 400. 8-Palm, let me get a better picture of you. Right here. Move. You son of a bitch. No, right here. This guy, this is what my dog looks like. Oh, you son of a ball. I'm not gonna get good pictures on this time. But yeah, no, he totally came back, just was like, hey, by the way, Blue's Clues is having his 25th anniversary, and I started this shit, what's up? I look the exact same, but now with glasses. What the hell just happened? Glasses in a hat, what's up? Oh man, Flying V! Nice. Okay, bye. I took a picture. Don't worry. Don't worry. I took pictures. Don't worry. Lurk! Super Mario Punch. How are you? Appreciate the lurk. Appreciate the lurk. Lurkers are the backbone of the society of Twitch. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Let's see if we can get a good one of this beautiful cat. What's up, dude? I kind of want a cat, but I don't think my dog will like it. And I don't think I have the permission to get a cat. Maybe a tiger. That's allowed, right? You can get a tiger if you're not allowed to get a cat, right? Like, if you have been told, no, we're not getting any more pets, and then you come home with a tiger, nothing that anyone can do about that, right? If it was like, Jesus! He scared me. He scared me, mate. But if it was like, hello? Come on over, bro. Come on over. But if it was a cat, I don't think my dogs like it. They won't mess with a tiger. Name him Tony. Tonathy. Hey, buddy. You hungry? I feel like these guys are just so dumb. And they don't know how to do anything. Oh, I'll take a beautiful picture of you. Good job. What are you doing here, bro? Alright. We are... Oh, yeah. Snapped it. Pun intended there. Oh, bye.
Come on.
Hooray! I want to see your photos. Photos. Photo, everybody. Toto Africa. Dun 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 dun. Dang. Only 6 Pokemonas. Whoa, I got new ones for everything. That's a good one. Oh shit. That's good. That's good. I got 2 real good. I don't know. A Magikarp? Double it? Oh hell yeah. This one again? Comparing? This is better. Alright, let's do it. Leopard? I feel like this guy might win. We're just gonna like... Oh, that's a good one. That first one? So, for some reason it wants me to take pictures of like landscapes.
Alright.
I'm not a landscape photographer, guys. Come on. You should know by now, I only take pictures of Pokemon. Stop making me try to take pictures of flowers. That's not my description of this game. It's not Flower Snap or Pokemon Flower. Yo, this one was good. Dang. Remember my credentials, guys. My credentials for last time, because I said I was gonna be able to become a photographer after this game, is
Nice work.
I can platinum 2-star and 4-star. I can platinum all the star Pokemon pictures. Look at this one. Oh, that's not platinum. Yikes. I guess I should have picked the other one. Just looked cool. It looked clean, you know?
Great timing.
Great timing. Trash. All of the Magikarp ones are not good. Alright, Quagsire. Quagmire.
Great timing.
Oh gosh. Oh. Whoa, we really killed it. New record! That's how we do it. That's how we do it, folks. That's it. And that's how we do it. That's how we get the wins. Ding. Whoa, I didn't take... Oh, I was gonna say I didn't take a picture last time.
Nice
No,
work.
I totally did. Oh, we killed it. Yeah. The hiding behind a tree. Hell yeah. That just screams nature. That screams National Geographic right there. See what I mean? Ancient ruins. But why?
A new discovery.
A new discovery. I get the feeling we're drawing closer to the center of the ancient mystery. Okay. See, I better have beaten 7,000 points. Fuck yeah, I did. Thank God. Thank God. Alright. Keep an eye for no matter how small. By the way, thanks to the progress we can do, I have something to report. Thank God. New request. I'm excited because after Red Dead, we're gonna start Last of Us. And then this is like a nice, like, intense, calm, intense transition, you know? It's good. My next task. Go to the jungle during the night, photograph the crystal balloon glowing in the dark.
Huh?
Shit. I have to go nighttime?
Oh,
Yup.
Yeah.
Jesus, that kid is intense. I am intense.
No.
No.
Thanks.
Enjoy Nighttime Jungle. It's the name of my sex tape.
Thanks.
All right, Nighttime Jungle. Oh my God. Jesus.
It's pretty dark out there. You might have a hard time finding Pokemon. Look for a glowing crystal bloom for me, would you?
What was that, dude? Got you! Ha ha! Got him! Oh my God. He's a pug. Oh God. Whoa, shrooms! Nice. Oh, the sloth is gone. Okay. Well, this is... What are you? What the hell? Why can't I go this way? Let me this way. Oh my God, are they gonna fight? How sick would that be? Oh my God, he's sleeping. Everybody's sleeping. Whoa. What's up, dude? Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Cool. Got him. The Power Ranger. Got them. The little mushrooms. Okay, bye. I have no clue what that. Did you watch the Sony? I did. The new Spider-Man shit looks great. Also, God of War and a Wolverine sneak peek and Knights of the Old Republic. Oh my God. You damn well think I did. I seen it all. I was gonna stream it, but I was too late. So much. I know. I'm excited because, like, so that we could go watch it right now. I don't think I can get in trouble. We'll switch it to like just chatting and do that because I think I want to go and like revisit some stuff. Oh, what the hell? Why are you glowing?
Oh, really?
We can do that. We're gonna go do that actually. I have an idea. Look at the Magikarps. Whoa! It's a Yagamama! There's two of them. What the heck? What the hell are you doing, boys? Oh my God, it's a Mudkip. No, it's not. Oh, he's eating. Shit, yeah. There's so much good shit. I know. I know. I know, it's exciting. It's so exciting. Hey, buddy. Buckaroo. You need to move, okay? Okay. I'm so excited about it. Like, the Spider-Man one looks sick. It's weird. Okay, like I was saying, it sounded like it's Kraven, the hunter, doing the narration. And then, like, you know, we'll get to it. We'll get to it. It sounds like Kraven, though, the hunter. What are you guys doing, dudes? He's a little cutie. The new game, Forspoken, looks sick too. Yes! It does. I want to know how Insomniac Games is like pumping out so many games right now.
Hello.
Like, and they all like really good. So like, Miles Morales, and then they just did a Ratchet and Clank. That's a good one. Right? Am I wrong? Did they do is Insomniac Ratchet and Clank? Or am I freaking out on the inside? Oh, that's a good picture. I'll take a picture of that one. Alright, all good to go. Just make games. I know, if no sleep. They must have a... Is legit living up to their name. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they did. And like, it's good. It's not like they're like shit games and they're just pumping out like 1,000 Assassin's Creeds type of deal. Like they did. Not they did, but like what Ubisoft did. Jesus. I'm not gonna lie. Around Assassin's Creed 3, Ubisoft just started pumping out a crap ton of different types of Assassin's Creed until Black Flag hit, and then they're like, let's just do more like that. These are like huge PSs. I know, and that's what I'm like, how the heck can like Insomniac like know that they're gonna be like, you know what, these are gonna be fucking good. We know this. Wolverine, like, that's gonna blow my freaking mind. The last Wolverine game I played was the X-Men Origins, which was still one of the best Wolverine games I've ever played in my life. As I'm playing Pokemon. Oh shit! I got a platinum. Hell yeah! We good at photos. Let's see. Killed it. I didn't even know there was a sun. Yeah. We're gonna go look at it.
Nice work.
I'm gonna bring it up on the YouTube. Don't worry. We can all look at it again.
Nice work.
I really wish I was home because I would have wanted to stream it.
A new discovery.
I streamed it last year and it was great. Like with the announcements of Horizon and stuff. And oh, dude. there's a girl. I can't say anymore because you don't know yet.
Ah,
Chimichurro, the mouth cam. All right. You son of a gun. This is my mouth, guys. Lurk. You can't believe he does mouth cam and then he leaves. I'm trying to get it so that the bottom jaw animates a little bit so that it kind of always moves.
yep.
Yep, great job.
Oh,
Oh, hell yeah, we got orbs now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
huh?
It's because...
bad.
Oh, now I got the... Oh, okay. Looked like we aren't at the dentist with that white coat, man. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, it's gonna... Whoa! This is so sick. Kids baseball practice. Oh, you son of a gun.
Nice.
Nice. Have a good stream, bro. No, you have a good baseball practice, dude.
Ooh.
It's good.
Huh. Well,
Ah, a Luma phenomenon. It's a the phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Tutorial. I feel like there's a ton of tutorials in this game. Cause like I've played. Let me guess. 4.5 hours of like legit starting the new game, and it's been a 4.5 hour tutorial. Chimichurro, son of a bitch. So it lasts for about like 3 minutes. So oh my good. It's not one of those things where it lasts the whole time. It's not like Hot Tub Stream, you know? These Pokemon that sleep in the air, perhaps they would show itself if other Pokemon were nearby. Oh. Whoa, look at all these requests. Oh, I got one. Aw. What? That's an eye? Wait, can I do something? Can I, like... We can make goofy pictures?
Here.
Yeah? Jesus.
Excuse me.
Hold on, I got distracted. I want to see if I can make a goofy picture first. Oh, I can.
Then.
I'm
By the
excited.
way.
Okay. Edit your photos. Oh, fuck yeah, please.
Also,
Oh.
Perfect.
agreed.
Oh.
Agreed.
All right.
MySpace. Legit. Album. Okay. Let's edit. Let's do a photo.
Mm-hmm.
Research camp. Photo decks. Let's do one. I have an idea. Oh my freaking god. Preacher guy. That's really funny. Let's see. Can I do like his photo? How are you, Preacher? Hope you're doing well. Oh, I think I can put... Oh my god, I can! What the hell? You can do this? What the heck? Oh, this is amazing. I gotta make it smaller, because it's gotta be so quiet. Yo, thumbnails. YouTube thumbnails, baby. This is how you do it. What do I need here? Jesus. How do I rotate? Oh. Why? Beautiful. God dang, I'm so good at this. So cute eyes. So cute. Like Funko Pops. There you go, he's in disguise. Oh my god, okay. We're over it. Wait, you can do... Oh, you can do frames? Oh my god, it's changed everything. Pokemon Snap is sick. Oh my god! Woozy comes in with a tier 1 for 15 months. Oh my Jesus. Jesus, man. Jesus. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. We're just doing dumb photos now on Pokemon Snap. Ah, oh, it's so good. This is me. This is my, oh, I should save this. This is gonna be a thumbnail. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Save. Edit it. Yes. How do I upload it? Hell yeah. Save to the system. Heck yeah. Please do. Oh, what? But it didn't. Upload my good one. Alright. Let's figure this thing out. Let's go. Let's put on the music. We're gonna go look at the PlayStation thing right now. So we are gonna check out the PlayStation Showcase, which I'm excited. I'm excited for the PlayStation Showcase. We're gonna switch it to just chatting because that's what we're doing here. We just chatting. Interested in some of those games for show? Yeah, me too. Spider-Man, most likely, and God of War, and Wolverine. All of them. I'm gonna get all that shit. Tucky mushrooms. Steve from Minecraft. Let's see here. Let's look up. Oh, there's a trailer for just Wolverine. Oh, frick yeah. PlayStation. Is it the... Never mind, I found it. 25 minutes? What do we want to do? Alright, we'll do this one. Sat. Okay, so we're gonna check out all the stuff now, which I'm excited. I hope I don't get DMCA'd. Whatever, if we do, it's okay. It's worth it. Oh. Oh my gosh.
Time is running out.
Oh, he sounds
The prophecies say Fimbulwinter leads to Ragnarok. War is coming.
Yeah.
My story doesn't end hiding in these woods. I should be out there, finding out who I am, who Loki is.
I will not allow.
He went through puberty. Also, I think that's Freya. I'm not gonna lie. I think that's Freya.
To pick a fight with gods.
I don't want to fight anyone.
I should have
I
just
just
let it
want
go.
answers.
And if those answers lead to war with Asgard,
Maybe that's what Mother wanted.
we do not
Yeah,
know
it's
what
fair, for
Mother
sure.
wanted.
Well, I recognize that dour expression anywhere.
It's milk.
Odin's got tricks up his sleeve we haven't dared to consider.
What if there was someone who could help us?
Oh my god. If it's dog sleds instead of the fucking boat, thank God. Oh my god. I'm not gonna lie. One of the most tedious things that I just... Oh, was the fucking boat. One thing, I was like, oh no, I need to get there. I'm like, please let me fast travel. Nope, can't. Gotta boat it. God damn it. And then, like, I think that was the most frustrating parts for me. As like, I have to actually take time to go on the fucking boat.
You mean Tyr, the old god of war in these lands, who is dead?
Well, for a dead man,
Not if you didn't travel to the places yet. You can fast travel afterwards. It's just like Red Dead Redemption again.
Odin seemed pretty keen on seeing he wasn't found.
If he's out there, we gotta find him.
Come in.
No.
What
Oh, hey,
all
Ben.
yarns be the happened to him?
We're trying to stop Ragnarok, to help people. And what if the only way to do that is war?
War is not the only way.
Stop thinking like a father for a moment and start thinking like a general.
No!
The map wasn't too big? No, it's small. It is very small compared to like Red Dead. Yeah. If you ran the whole thing though, I bet you it like because like when you boat around it's slower, right? Just because you don't want to like let somebody just run and jump and do everything. So I don't know. This looks sick though.
You seem like a calm and reasonable person. Are you a calm and reasonable person?
Oh,
In moments of crisis, panic does nothing. Harness it. Let it serve you.
You're gonna fight centaurs! Wait, we gotta go back. We have to go back. We have to go back. Where is it?
Does nothing. Harness it.
Right here. He's fighting a centaur. Oh my god, it's so sick. Oh my god, it's so sick. I'm so excited that this is the second out of the 4. Oh, I didn't even realize there's gonna be 4 out of this like run.
Let it serve you.
Tyr!
Are you coming with us?
You'll get your answer soon enough.
What?
Well, some of them.
A little what? Atreus is gonna get a girlfriend. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Damn. Holy fuck. That's a long ass trailer. She's the last living giant, I guess. Oh my god. That's crazy. God of War's trailer was so long, it's like 3 minutes. Oh, the Spider-Man. Like, we streamed Spider-Man when I first started-ish.
For as long as I can remember,
Okay,
I
so
have looked for an equal.
this guy sounds like Kraven the Hunter.
One who could push me. One who could surprise me.
I think you're gonna do a buddy cop thing.
One who could even beat me. Will one of you finally give me what I desire?
Yes. We will.
It's Venom. No, it doesn't. So, okay. I think it's gonna be... because the Spider-Man game, 2023. Jesus Christ. That's so far away. Now thinking about it. Jesus cow. Holy... No, so it's just like in the first game. Spoiler alerts, whoever is watching and hasn't played it. But your main enemy that you see all the time is Martin Lee, aka Mr. Negative. And in the real thing, it's not him. He's not the bad guy. He's somebody else. And I feel like that. I was like, wah, wah. I know this like 2023 is kind of letting me down. Also, like a Gran Turismo game? Holy fuck, this is 20. What's going on with the music in Gran Turismo? Are we in a baseball game here? It's a fucking ad! What? I need to get YouTube red. Because that's funny. Yeah. That's funny. Like, not being a car person, Gran Turismo were always great games, though. I'm really weirded out about the Phantom of the Opera. Like, music going on. I don't understand it. He came, the Phantom of the Car. Let's race, motherfucker! Fast and Furious. Oh, what the hell? Is it gonna be like an open world? Oh my god. Well, that's actually kind of cool. The full customization. And you can take photo mode? Wow. I'm in. If you have a 2012 Honda Civic in this game, here we go. Yeah. If they have a 2012 Honda Civic manual transmission, I'll play it once. They give you anxiety? Oh my god. They have a Honda Fit, so that was a Honda Fit right there. Oh my god. Oh, what? World War II Jeeps? A real driving simulator. A tricked out Honda Civic gives me Tokyo Drift vibes. In Tokyo, Fast and Furious. Hell yeah.
It's coming for me.
Uh-oh.
Whatever you do,
that was a long trailer for that one.
Dark. Stay in the light.
The Deerfest guests have already started to arrive. Just ran into one.
Is this Alan Wake?
Famous artist, no less.
Alice? Alice?
Wait, what? This
My
is
wife
Alan
Alice, she's
Wake.
missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
Last night I woke up to a nightmare.
They're
I was missing
remastering
a
it?
week. What had happened to me?
Did you?
I squeezed the flashlight like
No,
my
not
life
yet, not yet.
depended on it. With it, I could save myself. I could save Alice.
Wow. It's great sim convo. It's true, it's true. Oh my god, if you had the wheels and the pedal set up, I'd just make a whole thing.
To meet you.
This is nice.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Hell yeah, you are. That's cool that they're remastering it. We're gonna say the beginning of the show gets before I thought you showed it. No. No, it might be in a different part of this video. But they put the like two big ones, I guess. Wait, what?
What's that?
Slender Man. What?
There remains work yet undone. Critical work. People always decry the truth when forced to face it. Still your fear. I will be her salvation.
Mari!
The time is nigh.
How is this
The
VR?
world rests on the precipice of transformation.
I'm not gonna lie.
A new age will dawn.
It really reminds me of like a weird Stranger Things. Also, I really hope it's
Peace
VR.
is a lie.
Star Wars!
That is what the Sith believe.
I can't believe this is getting redone too.
They promise power. Now they wield it. We face the greatest Sith in generations.
Me!
They must be stopped.
Dark Triple G.
So you've got your own business, and you're doing everything you can to promote it. But marketing doesn't always have to be so
God, what an
flashy.
epic part to put a fucking ad, you asshole.
With Google Ads, you can select your goal,
This guy.
like getting more visits. And you're
What a dude. What an epic part to put the fucking ad. I put a stream marker because I want to clip that. Holy shit. What an asshole. Project Eve. Oh, it was such a tease. It looked, this looked cool. Yeah, it does. This is gonna be like kind of Bayonetta. That blood was not coming out of her, was it? That was coming out of the monster, right? Oh, F in the chat right there. That must have hurt. Oh, she's in space. Wait. Whoa! Oh my god. All of a sudden you start hearing dun 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 dun.
하늘에 계신 어머니시여,
And she flies back
저희는 지구를 지키지 못했습니다.
and then takes it out.
적들을 물리치고
Yeah.
인류를
This kind of
구원하려는
looks like
신성한
Bayonetta, but not
다
anymore.
지원하였습니다.
At that time it did.
하지만 이제 저희가 다시 내려와
Wait, what?
남은 목숨 끝까지 바쳐 싸울 것을
Does
맹세하오.
your gun follow you?
부디 저희를
You got a
사하해
little
주시고
gun friend?
저희를 거두어 주시고 저희를
Is this the new Jet Set radio? Basically. I want to make a radio station and just play music. I don't know how to do that.
지하 시설 방공호 같은 건가?
여긴 지하철역이야.
Yeah, so your gun is like a robot.
거미줄처럼 도시를 누비던
Oh, dang.
수단이지. 뭐다 지난 얘기지만 말이야.
I can see a lot of people cosplaying this. Oh, that looks sick.
잠깐이.
Oh my god.
네이티브가 시체에 기생하고 있다니.
It's the octopus. It's the guy from...
매복이야.
Oh my god. It's Davy Jones.
그날 이후 지성의
Like
도시들은
Dr. Demento?
모두 여기처럼 폐허가 됐어. 잘나신 분들은 우주로 달아나고 나가는 놈들은 이곳에 버려졌지.
마더스피어의
The soundtrack is already
아직
dope.
기다리고 있는 거야.
이브 조심해. 전방에서 뭔가가.
What? It's Godzilla.
곧 무너지겠어.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is that a hammer?
뭐 살살 가고 놀았지.
I toyed with it a little bit.
뭐야? 여기야.
It looks like Carnage. Oh, they got real time. No. I'm digging it too. Do you think I'm gonna get obsessed with this game? Ah, chainsaw. You got chainsaw head. Was it a chainsaw? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that looks sick.
당신이 왜 이곳에?
설마.
Wait.
이브, 저건 알파 네이티브야.
You can become.
I'll let you in on a secret, but I'm a
Oh,
pretty
here
big
it
deal.
is. Oh.
Real big deal.
In the
We are getting
bones.
out of the city, Homer. I promise we'll go somewhere that loves
Oh,
cats.
you can pet cats. I hope you can pet a cat.
No more fights.
I wouldn't need to play past that part.
Clean air, bright skies.
What? The cat petting? Yeah. Oh, she's from Shang-Chi. She's got the rings. Shang-Chi is so hot right now. So hot right now.
Whoa, wait, stop!
That's what my butthole looks like after I eat Chipotle.
Whoa.
Why? Why did I say that out loud? I need to think
What on
first.
earth is this?
This looks sick.
Asuka.
Who's there?
Oh my god.
Technically not Earth. Well, not what you would call Earth anyway.
I swear
Wait.
to God, asshole, show
What's that
yourself.
Show myself. I've shown.
Where are you?
Right here, at the end of your arm. Oh, hello, yes.
Okay, so let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm
that's
seeing
sexy.
freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cop. Did I just do that?
We did.
I just moved shit with my freaking mind! Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts, I'll probably fly next.
No, you're just being ridiculous.
Oh, that's too far. Good to know there's a line.
Oh, it's like a mini gun.
Our land suffers. You are the only hope we have. You're special.
You're the one that's planning on facing off with Sylar.
Yeah, if this is an
Tanta
open
Sylar
world,
is the strongest and most formidable of all the Tantas.
goddamn
You would be doing
beautiful.
Outland a great service by killing her.
This guy really wants to get paid for this. Oh, hold on. I swear to God, if that comes up again, I'll be upset. Okay, we didn't miss much.
Frey. No name for a demon. I am the one you seek. The one and only Tanta Syla.
Oh, you're gonna get your ass beat. Wait, what? Isn't this already coming out?
Guardians of the Galaxy. You came here seeking truth. Rejoice. The matriarch wishes to share it with you.
Wait, where's the...
United in the light of belief, all suffering, all grief will end.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
What's wrong with you?
Oh, I think... Yeah, I think I'm having a heart attack.
Cease this at once.
Fine. Cosmo! How you doing, buddy?
Grand Unifier Raker, leader of the Church of Truths.
Is this...
During that ritual with the priest, they kept talking
Hold
about
on,
a promise.
hold on. Is this supposed to be like the Avengers game, but Guardians of the Galaxy?
It was like they were drinking funky juice or something.
Or joined the cult.
So let us investigate for you.
Always engage with their quill, and not fun kind with bull.
Hey, World Mind, long time no see.
The current probability of defeating
The Universal Church of Truth is
0.3%.
Is that bad? It sounds bad.
It is.
I hope you've got one hell of a speech plan, Peter.
That makes two of
I
us.
like that. It's got like...
Follow me!
I wonder if it's like
By rejecting the promise, you have proven yourselves unworthy, and you must be destroyed.
Yo, that was cool.
That was completely intentional. The Milano's on her way.
Thanks, bud.
Oh my god, it's coming out like in a month almost. Oh, what? Look at all those. Alright. Wait, we missed some. We missed the Wolverine one. So that looks sick. All of that looks amazing. All of it looks so good. Where is Wolverine? Right there. Oh, no. That's wrong. That's wrong. Wait, was there another Chipotle hole? There's two of them. Wait. It wouldn't let you write butthole in that? That's funny. Ah, Ghost! God damn it! Alright, guys. Mouth cam in this one.
At the dark
Oh my god. I'm getting not actual gameplay. Hey, wait. Tea time out. Right there? This license plate? That's Quebec? That says Hulk 101. That's the issue that Wolverine was introduced. Fun fact. Just a fun fact. Oh! When is it going to come out? Is it going to come out before 20? It's in development. Oh.
PlayStation.
Okay. It's in development. That makes sense. Oh no, not again. I was going to say, like, that's... Yeah. Sony. Sony's killing it right now. First of all, we have a new Spider-Man. And now... a Wolverine? Oh my god. That's so sick. What else was there? An Uncharted Legacy, PS5, and trailer review. Wait, what? Forbidden West? Yeah. Let's see. Let's see why. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, because it was at State of Play. Oh. I had a gameplay trailer at State of Play. And then the Uncharted games are getting like a re-remastered. We should play the Uncharted games too. You know what? I'm gonna do that. So okay, here's the lineup for like the next 800 years. We're gonna do Last of Us 1, 2. And then we'll do Uncharted, all of them. And then, we'll do mixy-matchy of, like, Switch games. The Last of Us is gonna be so good. I think so. I hope so, to be honest. I know so. It's gonna be a Poggers. Oh, what the heck? My Poggers doesn't want to work. Why not? Why don't you want to work? Oh, that's the door cam. What the hell? Where is it? Oh no. I went to avoid. That happens from time to time. Oh, there it is. Weird. I just didn't want to work before. That's so crazy. Huh. That's so crazy. So crazy, you know? Oh, God of War is gonna be crazy. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I have no clue how that is gonna be. I'm gonna poo. I'm not gonna poo. I'm gonna have a freak out though. I'm gonna have a freak out. Hey, I feel bad. You wanna know why? The game. Oh my god, that looks good. So Big Book Gaming. I just want to like point this out. He's a good guy. I worked with him at a restaurant. And he quit his restaurant job because I influenced him. And they weren't treating him well. So like that's the thing. He was getting shitaki'd on, and then he quit the new job. So I'm like, I don't know, I feel bad. No, that's fun. That's good. It's good to end on that note. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, I'm just kidding. I feel bad for him because I pumped him up. No. Also, I've been told I should try to play Your World. Or what is it? New World. I don't really want to. That's an MMO, and I don't want to get into MMOs right now. You know what I mean? I'll lose my life. Lose my everything. You know? It just happens like that. Thank you for clipping those things today. Appreciate it. Saturday stream. This is going to be Red Dead. Remember, you guys can go and watch the VODs day after on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and search I am Triple G, all one word, and you'll find the clips channel and you'll find the VODs channel. What the hell was that? Why did I do that? We got a butt ton of videos on the clips channel. Holy, some of them are doing pretty good. More than I thought. That's good. That's good. Maybe we should get some subs. Ghosty, thank you. I can't touch myself. There you go. Good job. Also, the VOD channel is up as well. Pet the stash. I will. Where is it? Where the heck am I? Open the link. So this is going to go up on the VOD, and yeah, we're going to kill it on the VOD's channel today. Remember, guys, if you're watching on YouTube, remember to like, because it just helps with the algorithm on everything. You can watch 10 minutes of it, and that's fine. As long as you hit that like button, that's what really pushes out your content on YouTube now. Fun fact. Fun fact, guys. I appreciate everyone who came in. Thank you for the 2 bits, by the way, Ghosty. I didn't say that aloud. I appreciate you. Appreciate everybody. This is it for today's stream. We're going to come back on Saturday, and we're going to be doing some full... Glad to be back. Oh, yeah. We're going to do some full Red Dead Redemption. Yeah. So, sit tight. Hang out. If you have a streamer that you really want to watch, go watch them. Go have fun with them. You know? And then come back and hang out with me. Because, you know, we have goals here. I have goals. Goals, baby. Thanks for the stream. Thank you. Remember, guys, exclamation mark goals for when you come in. Oh, there you go. Killing it. Our goals for this month are, I'm just gonna read it out. We're aiming for 50 Twitch subs. I'm gonna try to hire a YouTube editor. I'm also aiming for it says 25 average. I'm gonna say 15 average. I'm gonna change that 15 average. We're also gonna do it in real life and a cooking stream in this month. With a ton of stuff that are just going to make you guys laugh and hang out and do cool, fun things. And that's the goals for September. I like it. I think it's good goals. It's good to have goals, you know? We can do a... Oh, no, September is not Halloween. Cooking with Kyle. You're banned. Yeah, we'll do Cooking with Kyle. We will do a Cooking with Kyle stream. Why did he have to say that aloud? My God. Didn't you just say, yes, Cooking with Kyle? I had a YouTube show. Heck yeah. So it's like Cooking with Kyle, remastered, upgraded. A cookie stream? Yeah, we'll do a cookie stream too. Maybe, yo, that's a good idea. We'll do 2. We'll do cooking. Oh my God. We're gonna do the cooking stream is definitely gonna be fun because it's flaming hot Cheetos mac and cheese, and then we're gonna test it or try it out. So, and then we'll eat the one chip, the hottest chip, the Carolina Reaper chip, at the same time, and put Cookie Monster in the background while making making cookies. Hell yeah! Should we do? You need to put a pic of slacking in your. Oh, him sulking, just like not the cookies. Oh, slacking. Yeah, no, the Pokemon. I'm a dum-dum. I don't know why I read that as sulking. I don't know where my head is at. Okay. I'll see you guys on Saturday. We're gonna Cowboy Up. Cowboy Up will be back. Slack King is gonna come up in my background of me dying. Yes, the Pokemon from today. Yes. Pokemon. Pokemon I see. Okay. I'll see you guys. Thank you guys for making the stream great again. You always do. Appreciate all of you. Next time. See ya. See you next time. Bring your friends. Bring your family. Bring your mom. Bring your dad. Bring your grandma. Grandmas love me. Accidentally get your little brother to spend your mom's credit card on a Prime sub. Oh my god. As I'm saying goodbye. Okay? It takes 2 minutes. So I can't change anything. It's on a 2-minute thing. I'm gonna try to animate the bottom jaw so that it moves a little bit. You're wasting your damn points. Because you gotta say goodbye for 2 minutes. Yeah, that's what happens. It's what happens. Yep. Oh, have you ever heard, you know Glenn Campbell, the artist, the music guy? He made such songs as Like a Rhinestone Cowboy. It should be 4. It's 3.5 technically. There were in the rodeo. I think that's a normal amount of teeth to have. Maybe not on the bottom. I think the bottom might have too many. The top looks like it has a normal amount. I'm counting. The wisdom teeth are usually removed. Oh, I have wisdom teeth. I should do vampire teeth. That would be fun. I'll do that. I'll set it up. I'll set it up with vampire. Oh, look, it changed. Set it back up with vampire teeth. Even still. Wow. Alright. That's so funny. Oh my god. Boo. Ghosty. Ghosty Boo. Boo Ghost. Ghost Boo. Ghosty Boo. Hey. Hey, what's up? Hey, how you doing? Hey, it's me, Ghosty. Do you ever see those things on TikTok where it's like, hey, this is my impression of a cow. Hey, I'm a cow. Moo. That's the TikTok. And it's just a picture of his cat or something. I find them glorious, and it gives me the proper amount of what's Ludwig doing? Mario Party with friend? Mario Party with friend. Nice. Wish I had a friend. With friend. Remember, guys, go click subscribe here. Right there. Also, go to the Clips channel. Oh, you can't. Fuck. You can't see it, but it's there. Here. Clips channel. And hit subscribe there, too. Remember, search I am Triple G Clips and I am Triple G VODs, and you will see some beautiful content there. And also, if you really would like to, go to the Stream Sensei. Don't look at these things. This is nothing. Holy shit. Oh my god. Oh, that 40,000 views. That's crazy, though. We got tons of content and learning how to do stuff on Twitch. People that want to start learning, and there's tons. Look at them all. Look at them all, and more coming. I just got a new thing, new recording program. So now I can. Oh, thank God. So now I can do really good stuff, and have more engagement, and retention, and do things like this. Remember, guys, to do things like this. try it. It would be funny. It would be funny. Okay. I'll see you guys on Saturday. Appreciate you all coming by. No! I have to go to bed. I gotta get up. I have work. I have to go to work super early. Bye, Pikachu. Bye, everybody. Oh, hey, did you guys notice Pikachu's in that? In the mouth cam. Pikachu is there. Fun fact. Pikachu is there. Son of a bitch. Pikachu is there, but where? Where is Pikachu? Bottom. Damn it. I gotta find like a place where he like really fits in. You don't see him. Maybe I gotta make a scene where it's just Pikachu's. And then we'll be like, where's the moving Pikachu? And you guys will never know. And you'll never know. I'm just good at finding Pikachus. Dang it. Holy. What has the most categories in it right now? Let's see. We'll check. Just chatting. And then Grand Theft Auto. And League of Legends. NBA 2K2. That's because it just came out. Mario Party. Did that just come out? The new one? No. No, it did not. Oh, you know why? It's because he's in it. And they're playing together. That's why. They're playing together. Find a Pikachu in the background with a bunch of yellow stuff. I should do that. I should totally do that one. Yo, T-Pain. T-Pain's back. Oh my god, these guys? I see these guys on Facebook all the time. I don't know. Let's see, let's hear them. Are we ready for this? Collective pants shitting. Oh my god. Shit pants and schmammage tanders. What the hell?
I don't think they want to eat the chip, guys. What? You guys don't want to eat the chip. Chat's got to convince you somehow.
Yeah. I don't know. Convince us with those tips.
Convince them with the tips.
Yeah, capital letters don't really convince anybody of
I have
anything.
no clue what's going on.
Alex
right now.
promised.
No,
Play
I
a
didn't. I
game.
was volunteered.
Roll
like,
the footage.
Alex will do it. I'm like, wait, what is that?
Oh, there's Alex.
I think the text actually went, like, Murph sent it to me. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, you gotta eat it.
Play a
He
song.
didn't actually
Play
say that.
Freebird.
He
Oh,
no.
pushy.
I said I would smell your breath after you ate it. That's the closest I'm getting to that.
Okay, yeah.
That's a big-ass
let's
green screen,
somehow
by the
get
way.
Alex to eat the chip.
Look at it.
Somehow.
That's a huge green
He
screen.
still doesn't want to do it. Look at him.
Why would I want to do it? It's like, I like delicious, like, tasty, brutally hot things. And this is just, like, all hot and no fun taste.
Hey, it's the chip that I'm gonna do.
Wait, who said that? Who said that? Who has not tried the chip?
I tell you what.
I'm so confused.
What if
I like the hats. I like the
maybe
moose
Murph
one.
should eat the chip since he's the one
The
taunting
moose
us.
one is sweet.
he the one?
This
He's
one's
the one.
cool.
No. The hot dog.
The
should
hot
eat
dog
the
should
chip.
The hot dog should eat the chip. I don't think you'd get a good reaction with this filter.
First things first, we got 69.69%.
Yeah! Hey!
Thank you,
Lee
Lee
McKenzie. And she says eat the chip. I think
fucking
she's a
sexy.
mathematician. She's talking to Murph.
This is
the
just
hot
like
dog
a.
To be fair, that's closer to a chip eating number.
I'm,
What is
I'm
the
so,
ultimate
I'm
chip eating
super
number?
confused.
That's
What's
what I
going
wanna
on?
You said 6 figures, right?
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
$1 million says Kooks.
I mean, technically we broke 1,000 and we have cents on there. So that's 6 figures, bro.
Yeah, well, what's the
Fuck, does that count?
No.
Absolutely.
No.
Okay.
Can somebody look that up? Does
I'm
that
just
count?
digging a hole. That's what I'm doing.
We're gonna
Digging myself a
we're
hole.
gonna go.
8
I don't.
figures.
It feels like they're props
Jesus.
because they haven't. He's playing bass.
Alex, eat the chip. Are we doing funky version or are we just doing normal?
I don't give a shit.
Okay, I kind of
Wait,
wanted
what
to
do you
see
wanna
a
do,
song.
Rob? Pick one.
I don't know, man.
We've done funky shower before.
We've done
haven't we?
funky shower before.
Why does he have a?
What
I
if we
like his
did,
shirt, the butt shirt.
trying to think of a really stupid style that might work. Have we done country shower?
Oh God. How the fuck does
How
that
would that work?
I don't know.
Just play a song.
Say limp shower.
Yeehaw!
For all you out there who are dirty and weary. For all those out there smell stinky and sour. For all you out there who are in need of cleansing. I hope you're prepared because it's time to shower.
What have we clicked on?
Yeah-ho, baby. Save it, you. Take the clothes. Pick up the soap.
Oh, look, Ned Flanders.
Get in the tub.
Background frosted light, yeah.
Temperature, curtain the side.
Ned Flanders is jamming right now.
Water and face. This is the place to be. Time to get nice clean. Yeah.
Walk is fall apart so you need
The frost like the owl.
Tear you pale within your body. Live your smell like great grease in your arms. That like good take late. Winter in your scrub.
What is
and you get
going
back to
on?
singing. And laugh with the water that's flinging. Clear your fingers, wiggle if you say it too long.
The water's warm and so inviting.
Okay. You can get Drummer Shark stuff. They have music? They actually have music? And a YouTube? Alright, good to know. Okay, we're actually gonna go. I'm gonna pause that because what's gonna happen is we're gonna hear as I say bye for the 15th time. Okay, guys, I'll see you guys on Saturday. It's gonna be a fun stream. We're gonna play some Red Dead, and we're probably gonna look at some other stuff. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you. Remember, if you have friends and family, to send them over and come hang out with us. And like and subscribe on YouTube. Alright. I'll see you guys later. Thank you for making the stream fun. I appreciate you all. You guys are wicked. Goodbye.